Hello, and welcome to Hazard Communication and GHS. Today we will discuss OSHA's recent changes to their hazard communication rules, which were announced in March of 2012, and how they're being implemented through June of 2016. We'll also discuss how these new rules may affect your workplace. Hazard communication, or HazCom, is the cornerstone of any workplace safety program. Hazard communication programs and their associated requirements are meant to help workers understand the dangers of chemicals they may come in contact with. According to OSHA, 32 million workers in the United States work with 650,000 different hazardous chemicals and materials. Additionally, hazardous chemicals and materials are often moved between a number of different venues during production, transportation, and use. As a result, a universal system of communicating chemical hazards is vital. The globally harmonized system of classification and labeling of chemicals, known as GHS, was created by the United Nations in 2003 to promote international trade as well as worker safety. The GHS system relies on pictograms, hazard words, and precautionary statements to communicate the dangers of a given chemical. It also standardizes the structure of product labels and safety data information to promote understanding and readability. Restructured product labels are the most significant change under the new system. Under GHS, all product labels will now be comprised of the same elements, so workers can glance at a container label to determine the potential dangers caused by the chemical. Let's look at a sample label and discuss the important elements so you can understand the new changes. The product identifier states the chemical's name as well as the substances that comprise that chemical compound. Supplier information lists contact information of either the chemical's manufacturer or supplier, should you need to contact someone for more information. The pictogram section can contain any one of 8 possible symbols, each of which communicates a specific dangerous quality of the chemical. All of the pictograms have a red square set on a point containing a black symbol on white background. We will discuss the various 8 pictograms required by OSHA on the next slide. Another element of the label to note is the precautionary statement, which recommends measures that can be taken to minimize exposure to the chemical during transportation, storage, or use. The signal word section indicates the relative severity of the potential hazard. Less dangerous chemicals will show a warning on their label, whereas more dangerous chemicals will display the word danger. Finally, the hazard statement section indicates the hazard class and category of the chemical. These statements are predetermined and largely used for reference. The pictograms incorporated on the GHS label are meant to communicate specific hazards to viewers in any language. In column 1, you will see health hazards as the first pictogram. This symbol alerts workers that the chemical may be cancer-causing, toxic, or harmful if inhaled. The gas cylinder indicates the contents of the container are held under pressure. The flame over circle pictogram, third in the row, means the chemical is an oxidizer. In most cases, this means it will react if exposed to oxygen. Last in this row, the skull and crossbones is meant to signify the chemical is fatal or toxic and extreme care should be taken while handling. Moving to row 2, the flame pictogram is fairly straightforward. The chemical is flammable and may be self-heating. Pictogram number 2 signifies the chemical is corrosive and proper personal protective equipment should be worn. The exclamation mark alerts the user that the chemical is an irritant to the skin, eyes, or lungs. Again, proper PPE should be used during handling. Lastly, the exploding bomb lets users know the chemical is explosive and possibly self-reactive. Extreme care should be taken during transportation, storage, and use. Another change under the new GHS system is the conversion from the phrase material safety data sheets to the simpler safety data sheets. For the most part, safety data sheets contain the same information as their predecessors. However, in the new format, sections 2 and 3 are reversed. I've listed here the common elements of standard material safety data sheets under the GHS model. Safety data sheets will give you, the worker, vital information regarding the safe handling and use of chemicals. The safety data sheets also contain information on responding to an accident or spill, including potential threats posed by the chemical and directions on cleanup. The safety data sheets also contain information on responding to an accident or spill, including potential threats posed by the chemical and directions on proper cleanup. Compliance dates differ for chemical manufacturers, importers, and distributors. However, the following dates apply to the majority of all other workplaces. By December 1st, 2013, all employees must be trained on reading and understanding GHS compliant labels and safety data sheets. By June 1st, 2016, all workplaces must have the new labels, safety data sheets, and hazard communication programs in place. It's important to note that employers are welcome to make the switch to GHS compliant hazard communication programs anytime before June 2016, so you may start to see these new labels and safety data sheets well before the change is required. Thank you for joining us today. We hope you have found this presentation informative.